Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you like sneakers and you like fragrances, I got you covered over here because we do content on both. We do sneaker reviews, we do fragrance reviews, and we do a little bit of everything in between. It's finally springtime. Finally, today is the first day of spring, even though it's still cold here in the state of Georgia. It's like in the 50s outside right now. We're supposed to be getting a frost on the ground in the morning, but then after that, it's going to be in the 70s. It's going to be in the, man, I like my new Braves hat, by the way. I'm getting ready for the spring and the summer with my Braves hat, man. I'm a big hat person. But anyway, getting back into the conversation, it's going to be in the 70s. It's time to drop the top. It's time to turn the music up and just enjoy life. Now, these 20 fragrances that we're about to talk about, I'm going to be wearing them during the springtime. Some of them you may already own. Some of them you may not. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on them. But I think they're all great to be wearing right now during the spring. Let's talk about it. Roll the tape. So the first one that I've got, get this fingerprints off of it, is Versace Eros Flame. Now I do own the Eros Energy and the regular Versace Eros. With the Eros Flame right here, you're going to get citruses up top. You're going to get some orange and some lemon, and but it's got pepper in it too, so it's going to be a little bit spicy. And then the dry down, you have that signature vanilla sweet scent that Versace Eros is known for. So the DNA is still here, but even though it's not listed, the bottle may be just getting in my mind with the notes. But I smell almost like a cranberry note. And I know it's not there because I've got some that do have cranberry in it, but it comes off with a red berries type of vibe up top, almost like a polo red. So think, yeah, that's what it comes across to me anyway. But this one is a great one for day, night, 60-degree weather to 80-degree weather. The longevity and the projection is really good on this one. All of the Versace Eros line is pretty good. A lot of people wear it for clubbing, but I like this one for the springtime. This is Versace Eros Flame Eau de Parfum. Next up, we're going to take it to the beach, man. We're going to take it to the beach. This one right here is one of my favorite from this brand or from this house, or whatever you want to call it. This is John Varvatos, and this is Artisan Pure. Now, they do have the Artisan, but the Artisan Pure right here has a beautiful clementine orange. It has, I want to say it has multiple oranges on the top. Yeah, you can definitely smell it, but then it has a really like kick in your face kind of spice kick to it, right behind that citrus, not in the dry down, but like right behind the citrus, what makes this a little more mature. This is great for the beach and for y'all you spring breakers out there. The longevity and the projection isn't the greatest. No, to me, I haven't really experienced great longevity or projection really on any John Varvatos fragrances. But damn, it does smell good. It smells so good. And I don't know if it's ginger or whatever, maybe thyme, but there's some kind of spice in here that hits you right up front. Right when them oranges hit you, that citrus hits you, and then it dries down into a nice musky fragrance, white musk, similar to the bottle. I think the presentation on these guys are outstanding, but I love the beach too. Again, look at the way I'm dressed. So anyway, John Varvatos, Artisan Pure. Where are we going next? I'm gonna go OG. I'm gonna go OG with you guys. A lot of people in the fragrance community, like I hate to say fragrance snobs, but let's call it what it is. They don't really like this fragrance because it's known around the industry and a lot of people wear it, but I still think it's a banger. This is Paco Rabanne's Invictus. This is the OG Invictus. Not the they've got so many different flankers, but this is the original Invictus. And I've had this bottle for years. You're going to get like C notes on this one. You're going to get again orange. There's a little bit of spice in here, not much. This is a really super sweet fragrance, but it's really like marine, aquatic, watery. Super sweet. A lot of people say, I'm not going to say it, but think about like what you chew on when you unwrap a piece of Hubba Bubba. Hubba Bubba. Does anybody even chew? Is Hubba Bubba still even being made? Anyway, this one right here is a banger, guys. You can wear this again. This is mainly a casual fragrance, and I didn't talk about that with the other ones, but this is certainly casual as well. Eros Flame, you can dress that one up or dress it down, but I'm rocking with Paco Rabanne's Invictus this spring, the OG, the original gangsta. Behind it, let's talk about my fragrance of the year last year. No, it wasn't the biggest niche, and by the way, all of these are designers. Let's talk about that. Well, maybe, except for one, and I consider it to be a designer as well. But this is Polo 67 right here. And this is not the Eau de Parfum. They just released the Eau de Parfum. This is the original OG. I say OG, it's only been out for a year, so it's not really an OG. Kind of matches my hat, but yeah, this guy right here, pineapple. Pineapple and woods opens up super bright with that pineapple smell, and then dries down into more of a polo type style DNA with I want to say it maybe has some cedar or some kind of woodsy notes in it, but it smells really good, guys. And again, it was my fragrance of the year last year for a reason. The reason being is because you can wear this anytime. You can wear it dressed up, dressed down, any time of the day or night, whatever. It's just very easy to wear, and it's a compliment puller, man. It's people just like it. Okay, so yeah, Polo 67 right here. The projection's pretty good on it, and the longevity. It's a superstar. Try the EDP out if you haven't tried it out yet. I got my nose on it, but for me, it was a redundant buy. It smells similar to Polo 67, maybe a little bit darker, but I couldn't get down with it right now. Now, here's the thing. This one right here, I just picked up, and I could have went either way with this one and another Azzaro that I have, but this is Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. The reason that I chose this one right now is very simple note breakdown. You're going to get that sweetness that Azzaro is known for. It has a raspberry note. The raspberry comes across very well in the opening, in my opinion. I've heard different, different strokes for different folks, kind of thing. But the raspberry comes across well, and then it has a dry leather. And I said this in my review. Think about taking a Jordan out of the box and smelling that leather that you smell in that. This type of leather that I get in this, it's not a dark suede or animalic leather or anything like that. It's just a super dry leather. And that's what it turns into. It goes from that raspberry to that leather. Now, one thing about this, it is an elixir. I said Azzaro Forever Wanted, but I can't remember if I said elixir. It's an elixir, but it doesn't really have the longevity that most elixirs have. So I'll just say that because I have been wear testing this a little bit. I gave it a pretty high rate, and I'd probably go back and drop that by a half a point to a full point just because of the longevity issues that I've experienced with this. But nonetheless, it still makes it a great nighttime fragrance. I probably wouldn't wear this during the day, but if I'm going out on a date or going with my wife and we're going out to eat or whatever, I'm probably going to put this on because I think it'd be nice to wear in the springtime. Definitely not a summertime fragrance, but for the springtime, I think it does well. This is Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. All right, now let's go to a cheapie. It's sitting right here in front of me. This is Lacoste, guys. Lacoste L1212 edition. No, Eau Fresh Blanc. Man, that's a lot. L1212 Eau Fresh Blanc or Blanc Eau Fresh. Either way, I love the color of this bottle, man. The color of this bottle is dope. It's like that green, that like turquoise green. And that's what you're going to get on this guy, man. You're going to get citruses. You got some grapefruit, lemon. Yeah, and you definitely get it too. You definitely get this is thing as a citrus bomb when you spray it on. You definitely get the lemon. You definitely get the grapefruit. Again, you got ginger in this. I know for a fact this one has ginger, and it's just an overall. I think it may even have a watermelon note to it, or I might be thinking about something else. But great citrus fragrance. The thing about this one, again, it doesn't last that long. The performance and longevity isn't that great. But if you got on a white t-shirt and you're just headed to a cookout or a pool party with friends, put this in the car with you, spray it on, load it up. You don't have to sissy spray this one. You can go heavy on it. It's not going to offend anybody. It smells really good. This is Lacoste L1212 Blanc Eau Fraiche. Right here. Good juice, and it's pretty cheap too. It's pretty cheap. Next up, a blue one and a beautiful one. Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. EDT. EDT. All right. They have the low parfum and all of that. I don't really care. I mean, it's okay. But this one right here, guys, this one opens up very, very fresh. It's very aquatic. Has a little bit of marine vibe to it, a little bit of citrus to it. This one right here, as it dries down, though, it gets a little darker, nighttime, oceanic kind of vibe. And that's because it has a little bit of iris and leather in the dry down. And that's what makes this thing stand out is that iris and leather. It smells super, super good. Yeah, just a beautiful. I think it has lavender in it as well. So all around, if you're looking for a fragrance, a blue fragrance from the House of Prada, my recommendation is the original Prada Luna Rosa Eau de Toilette. Man, by the time I get done talking about all these fragrances, my tongue's gonna fall off, man. But pause. Hold on, we're not going there. We're not going there. Instead, we're going to go here. This is another cheap. You can find this with rack room stores. I'm trying to mix it up in between like these designers like Prada and stuff that's going to be more in the 120, 130 range to stuff like Lacoste and John Barbados. It's going to cost you more in the $30 to $40 range. This bottle right here, you can probably pick up for about $20 if you're lucky enough to find it at TJ Maxx, Ross, or Marshalls. This is Mont Blanc's Individual. Now, what do I get from this guy? This is a super safe office fragrance. This is great for the springtime as well. It has a raspberry note similar to Azzaro. Doesn't have leather. Instead, it has a ton of different notes. But what do I get out of this? On the dry down, you get the raspberry on the opening. Yeah, there it is right there. But on the dry down, man, I get like a tea note. It almost smells like sweet tea. And that's weird. I don't think it's an official note or anything like that. Or it could be. I hadn't looked at click that back on. I hadn't looked at the notes on this in a while, but you definitely pick up on the raspberry. And again, you get this just nice, fresh smell, and then dries down to almost like tea. Like imagine smelling sweet tea. And that's the best way I can describe this, man. This is Mont Blanc's Individual. And like I said, you can find this one for like $20 if you get lucky at rack room stores. Coach Green. Let's go with Coach Green. Here's what I'm saying, man. The kiwi note in this is synthetic, but it's beautiful smelling. And I like the dry down. This one right here, again, day, night, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. Um, but I mean, it's green. It's Coach Green. What better time to wear this than in the spring? Am I rhyming? What's going on over here, man? But the kiwi note in this is awesome. I love the opening on this guy. I love the opening just about on all of Coach fragrances, to be honest with you. I'm anxious to get my nose on the EDP, new EDP for 2025. But yeah, kiwi, mature dry down into the woods, grasslands, whatnot. This right here is a rock star, in my opinion, for the springtime. This is Coach Green. Where are we going next? This one right here is definitely a date night fragrance for the springtime. It's borderline spring, some definitely not summer, but I would rock this like if I'm going out to eat and we're sitting out on like a deck or something like that and enjoying our dinner, listen to maybe some music in the background, just chilling and relaxing. Armani Code Parfum. This is the new edition right here. I'm trying to get it to focus. Come on, focus. Armani Code Parfum, man. And let me tell you something. This thing right here is classy. It's elegant. I mean, this is just a beautiful rock star fragrance right here. And I would strongly suggest if you haven't got your nose on this right here, go out and try it out. It does have iris. I love iris. It has iris, and so it's powdery. It has bergamot in the opening, so you're going to get a little bit of citrus. But the main thing about this one, the iris, and it's dialed back. It's not as strong as one of these other iris fragrances I'm about to talk about, but it is great and it's good for date nights. Like I said, Armani Code Parfum. I don't even feel like we're making dents over here. Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette. Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Toilette. Now, they have plenty. This is an iris forward fragrance. Well, iris is good for the springtime, in my opinion. Iris is a great note for the springtime. It's a floral scent, but it comes across very fresh, very clean, very like if you took your clothes out of the dryer and you had one of them linen sheets in there, dryer sheets. That's what iris comes across to me. And not only that, but when you start to sweat off of my skin, iris just amps up a little bit off of my skin. I don't know if it's the oils in my skin that makes it do it, but iris just sits really well with me. And this one right here has iris and it has pear. And the pear note comes across beautiful. This one right here is definitely a good work scent for the springtime. If you want to wear it to work, you can wear it out to eat. You can wear it casually. Again, white t-shirt, flip flops, and khaki shorts, man. Throw this on. You're going to smell fresh. You're going to smell clean. This is Givenchy Gentleman EDT. Going from Givenchy to another G, an OG. This is Gucci Guilty Essence. Now, this right here is a rebrand of Gucci Guilty Black. What do you get out of this? Orange and neroli, guys. This is a beautiful, classy fragrance, and I keep saying classy because the last two or three are Armani Code Parfum, Givenchy Gentleman, and Gucci Guilty are all like classy. They just smell good. They smell clean. They're fresh. They're citrus. Little bit of spice to it. But yeah, this one right here, if you've ever smelled Gucci Guilty Black, I think you can still buy it, but it may be rebranded under Essence. If you haven't never smelled it, get your nose on it again. It's a beautiful neroli fragrance. Neroli is like an orange blossom. It's a flower for the orange or whatever you want to call it. And this one does it great. So yeah, try it out, man. If you haven't already, Gucci Guilty Essence. I was about to say black, but I was like, no, come on. They rebranded it. All right, these two right here are some of my newest favorite fragrances that I have in the collection. This is the Kenzo Ohm line. So we're going to do two at one time. The Marine right here, this is the Kenzo Ohm Marine. This is the Kenzo Ohm Eau de Parfum. The Kenzo Ohm Marine has C notes. This is the most realistic, both of these are the most realistic oceanic type of smells that I have in my entire collection. If you like the smell of the ocean, the saltiness of the ocean, that smell that you get as the waves are coming in, you're laying back and the palm trees are there. This has that kind of note. Now, the Marine, the difference between the two, this is a daytime, this is a nighttime. And you can probably tell by the bottle colors. You can wear them either, you can interchange them. But me personally, I'm wearing this one out to eat. I'm wearing this one out to the bars. I'm wearing this out to the beach hut. You know what I'm saying? To have a margarita. The reason being, this one has that marine note, but it mixes in with leather, so it's a little bit darker. Okay, it's mysterious. This is that mysterious vibe that you want to put on. Trust me. And this one right here, this one has a ling-a-ling in it, which is a yellow floral, and it also has musk. So this is more on the fresher and cleaner side, whereas this is more in the leather and darker side of things. So just depends on who you are. Are you mysterious or are you fresh? I'm a little bit of both sometimes, I guess. Depends on who you ask. But Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum and Kenzo Homme Marine are definitely great springtime fragrances. Got a few more left. I think I picked more than 20. My bad. But hopefully y'all are enjoying the video. If you are, leave that like button. John Paul Gaultier. Now, here's the thing. Y'all may be thinking Paradise Garden. That would be fair. That would be fair. But I'm holding off on Paradise Garden until the summertime. For the springtime, I'm wearing straight up OG Le Beau. The original one, it's got coconut, but then it's dry in that dry down. And I say that with all purpose. It's dry. It's got a woodsy, dry smell to it after that coconut. So it doesn't punch you in the face with that sweetness. Even though it has it there, it doesn't punch you in the face. This is much more of a little bit of a darker Le Beau. So is Le Beau Le Parfum. But all in all, I like Le Beau Le Parfum, no doubt. But I'm rocking with the OG Le Beau, the original guy, right here. And I like the color of that juice too. It's like a light blue or something. What do we got left, guys? This right here is one of my favorite colognes. This is definitely in my top 5 that I own. I have a backup bottle of it right over there, sitting right behind it that I've not even opened yet. Prodalone, guys. Prodalone. Again, I've talked about this note plenty of times. You got that iris in it. Man, does this stuff smell great. As a matter of fact, and the atomizer's great. Just sprayed myself all in the face. Oh, I taste it. Don't taste good, but it damn sure smells good. It's got iris, and it's just literally, I swear, if you put like one of them Downy linen, and I've talked about this a minute ago, Downy linen. I can't talk now because I have Prodalone iris in my mouth. I might as well quit the video now. Nope, let's keep going. Prodalone. Listen, top 5. If you had never smelled this, please get your nose on it. I love the bottle presentation right here. Please try this out. If you don't like iris or you don't like floral fragrances, you may not like this. But for me, definitely, again, in my top 5, man, it just smells so good. Like I can't get enough of it. And I hope they never discontinue this, because if they do, I'm buying like 10 bottles of it. I will have this for the rest of my life. This is Prodalone. The original. They have Prodalone Low and Prodalone Intense. I'm talking about the original. Now, this is the only one. I remember I said in the beginning of the video that we're talking about just maybe designers only. This one is considered niche, but I kind of consider it designer, but it's really not. It's niche, but it's Mancera. It's from the house of Mancera, PR Montal. This is Lemon Lime. So Lemon Lime is an OG fragrance that they have in the collection. This is candied lemon, guys. Candied lemon. Think lemon head. Not lemonade like Christian Dior own cologne, which I absolutely love. That one's in my top 5 too. But this one stays linear. Okay, it does get a little bit woodsy, but basically it's a lemon head throughout the entire fragrance. And this guy is an absolute beast, man. It lasts forever on skin. So if you spray this on, be ready to smell like a lemon head for 12 hours. Okay, this is Mancera's Lemon Lime. more, guys. A few more. Oh, sorry, I hit the microphone with the Mancera. Put the lime in the coconut. This is a different kind of fragrance. I don't actually. This is the only fragrance that I own that actually that smells like this. Like I don't have anything else in the collection that smells the way that Dolce and Gabbana K Eau de Parfum smells. Now this stuff right here has fig, and I love the note of fig, but this has fig in it. And it also has pimento. So the best way I can describe this fragrance, in my opinion, the way it comes off, and this may turn some of y'all off, but I think it's a great springtime fragrance, and this is why. Have you ever smelled pencil shavings? So if you take a pencil and you put it and you put it in the pencil sharpener, the shavings that come off and that smell from that pencil, I get that from this, and I enjoy that smell. To be honest, it's almost like a sawmill kind of smell, but the fig is really great in this. So yeah, I know that sounds like a weird description, but until you actually smell it and try it, you never know. You never know. You may love it. This is Dolce& Gabbana's K Eau de Parfum. Last two, guys. Last two. And again, I think I went over 20, but hey, who cares? Let's have fun. My wife's favorite fragrance. This is my wife's favorite fragrance in my entire collection. And let me tell you something. I don't think anybody would disagree. It is a like you can see my computer right there, but 1 million. And I'm sorry, I need to look at y'all. 1 million lucky. 1 million lucky. You got hazelnut in here. You got honey. This is sweet. This right here is a rock star when it comes to compliments. And I've not met, I'm not even BSing y'all because I don't BS on this channel. I've not met anybody that hadn't said this doesn't smell good. I'll be meeting people and they'll be telling me I got on 1 million lucky. I got like I don't see how this isn't like the number one. I know Blue de Chanel and Dior Sauvage and all of that's like number one fragrances. I don't know how this one isn't because it seems like everybody I talk to is wearing this guy. Again, hazelnut. This is a gourmand, meaning it makes you want to eat it basically. So spray it on and see what the women think about it. This is Paco Rabanne's 1 million lucky, lucky. And to finish it off, I had to get this big bottle. I gifted my son the other bottle. This was a limited release. It came out last year, last summer, and I bought it and I fell in absolute love with it. This is Hugo Boss Pacific. Now I've got the huge 200 ml bottle right here because I wanted to have the biggest one in my collection because, like I said, it's discontinued. They only made it for the summer. It was a summertime release, but this has a beautiful, beautiful coconut opening. You have coconut, you have sandalwood, you have driftwood. This smells like sitting in a hammock on the beach. If you want to go there, if you want to go to your relaxing space, okay, spray this on, close your eyes, and you'll be there. This is Hugo Boss Pacific, and again, you probably can't find this in stores anywhere, but check FragranceNet or one of those, FragranceNet, Fragrance by CA, one of those places. Check it out, see if you can find it. I highly recommend it. So, guys, that's my fragrances for the spring. I think I went over 20 or maybe even over 20. If you enjoyed today's content, please hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, helping us to grow, I'd be much appreciative. Hey, enjoy the springtime. And like I said, drop the top, turn the music up, and just roll out, baby. Peace.